Today, we're in Modena in Italy's Emilia-Romagna region. Home to some of the world's greatest products and some incredible architecture, the birthplace of an automotive legend and icons that shaped global culture. And for football fans, there's Matchday. We're going to try and do it all along the way and hear from the people that live it every day.
The queen of the kitchen.
Hey. This is 48 Hours in Modena. Once you've dropped the bags off, this is the place to start, the historic Piazza Grande. The beating heart of Modena, along with the tower and the cathedral, this part of the city has earned its right as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the 1100s, this wonderful cathedral over my shoulder is dedicated to San Gimignano, the patron saint of the city. As legend goes, he protected the town from invasion by covering it in a thick layer of fog. And inside, he's buried beneath your feet in the crypt. From those below to up above, the Ghirlandina Tower stands at 90 meters tall, and yes, it leans. But inside this tower, there's something even stranger. Around 700 years ago, Modena stole a bucket from Bologna, and this single act started a war. And the whole bucket episode was later immortalized by the poetry of Alessandro Tassoni in 1622. His statue now stands right in front of the tower.
And after a magical history tour, next stop was the Guiseppe Giusti shop in the heart of the city for a spot of balsamic vinegar tasting with none other than the boutique's tour guide Riccardo Ruzzi.
First of all, welcome to Giusti. You are actually into the oldest balsamic vinegar company in the world.
Wow.
Since 1605, we've been making balsamic in Modena. And nowadays, the company is still run by the very same family ever since. So there's the 17th generation of Giustis now, okay, taking care of the business. First thing you have to know about balsamic is that in the Modena province, you can only find two different categories, okay? The highest quality is called the traditional balsamic vinegar of Modena. Must be made in the Modena province, nowhere else. Traditional balsamic, it is actually made from one single ingredient, which is grape. So we basically harvest local Modena varieties, such as Trebbiano, Lambrusco, the popular ones we have in this area, gently press them and cook the juice for minimum 12 hours at 80-85 degrees of temperature. It is actually the reason why balsamic gets dark colored in the end. And after that, after the cooking part, the must of grape ages into a barrel line like that one you see better over there. So it's a batch made of different type of woods for minimum 12 or minimum 25 years. Wow. Okay. Yeah, in Modena we say that time makes a good one.
Wow.
Because the longer it ages into woods, the thicker and the sweeter it becomes naturally, as you're gonna try now.
Beautiful.
Would you like to try?
Let's try.
This is now the younger one. Okay. This is the minimum 12 years.
Thank you. Let's see how this compares to the supermarket back home.
Well, this is not actually a supermarket quality.
No, definitely not. Wow.
It's too fancy for that.
And then what taste difference can we expect with the 25-year?
Let's try.
Thank you. So this is going to be even more intense? Yeah.
Yeah, very different. The longer it stays into the woods, the more it ferments. So it actually becomes thicker, as you can notice now. So it's way more syrupy than the last one. And also the taste changes a lot. Okay. This is now more similar to port wine than regular vinegar. So it's actually woodier, smoother, and stronger at the same time.
Ooh. Makes your mouth come alive.
Yes.
Wow, it's beautiful. It's so intense though. Like with the balsamic we get at home, you put loads on with bread.
Yes.
With that, just a drop is
exactly
all you need.
Exactly. Actually, this is also nicknamed Black Gold of Modena, also because of its price. Because as you can see better over here, one type of bottle available, as I told you, 100 ml bottle. It 85 euros for the younger one and 129 euros for the extra vecchio, extra old balsamic, 25 years. And this is how it was like. Yeah.
Be sure to check out the Giusti boutique, and if you have time, take a 10-minute taxi ride to the countryside for a tour of the factory, where you can watch the production process and visit the aging room with its centuries-old casks.
From tasting Balsamico to sampling the pre-match build-up, Derby rivals Reggiana were in town, and before the game, we hung out with the Modena fans. Firstly in the city and then at Bar Schiavone, which was made famous by the Netflix show Master of None.
E una cosa più, mi può parlare un po' perché la squadra di calcio è più importante per la città? Io oggi con un derby, no? Con Reggiana è più importante anche.
Più importante perché c'è molta rivalità tra le due città, che sono simili, non uguali ma simili, e poi perché comunque la tradizione vuole che Modena domini un po', diciamo, le città più piccoline. Non che Modena sia grande, però è importante vincere perché comunque la vicinanza tra le città, tra la similitudine di tante cose, la devi rendere più importante, più forte.
È una cosa per la città, no?
Per la città, per la Ghirlandina, per il Duomo, per tutto, insomma.
Modena, first of all, is a beautiful city where you can enjoy drinking wine, good wine, Lambrusco, the best wine in the world, maybe. The best one. Maybe all the champagne. And what can you say? The food is amazing, tortellini. But most important things is the football team. We enjoy watching the match of our loved team.
What do you recommend for tourists to do if they're coming to watch a Modena match on the day of the match?
First thing, to go to Schiavone. To eat.
This is the classical routine. I mean, when they play in
this hour.
in the afternoon at this hour, we always came here. We have a glass of wine, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles, and then we go straight to the stadium because it's like 10 minutes by walk from here.
So after liquid refreshment and a bit of food from the fabulous Mercato Albinelli, located next door to Schiavone's, it was time to make that short walk to the stadium and stop off at the Modena Club shop along the way, which is also located in the heart of the Old Town Centre. This is the Novi Park, and behind me you can see the Stadio Braglia where Modena play. It's a stunning walk from the city centre, through the cobbled streets and through the park, just 10-15 minutes to get to the stadium, and if you're coming in for the day from the train, it's only about a 5-minute walk. There isn't a whole lot around the ground, but there's one little bar on the corner that if you need a final pit stop before the match, you will find plenty of locals and some Modena ultras in. And you can get tickets to Modena matches very easily via the club website at just €20. We got ours the day before the game online, absolutely no problems. We are finishing the day at Griffin's Irish Pub. Why? Because the Modena faithful told us on the way out of the stadium that this is where they go for a drink to celebrate a home victory. Our second full day in Modena was centred around more iconic exports. Stay with us as we show you the house where Luciano Pavarotti lived and find out why a small news kiosk in the city centre spurned one of the most collectible items on the planet. But first, Emilia-Romagna is a mecca for car enthusiasts, home to Pagani, Lamborghini, Maserati and Ducati. But in Modena, one name stands above them all. This museum is built around the birthplace of Enzo Ferrari, born here in 1898. He went on to found Ferrari in 1939.
beginning one of the most iconic brands in automotive history. Inside, some of the most famous Ferrari models of all time. Tickets are €32, but it is well worth it. You can also buy a combined ticket to the museum in Maranello, just a 20-minute drive away, which is also the base for Ferrari's production plant and Formula One racing team.
At Destination Calcio, we seek out the local recommendations, and in Modena, that's Trattoria Hermes. The restaurant has a different set menu every day and is managed by Calcio lover Alessandro Dolcini.
Yesterday we win with Reggiana, and it was a good day, very good day for us.
Can you tell us just a little bit about like typical Modenese food and what we expect today from the restaurant?
Okay, today is it's Saturday. We have a daily menu, and Saturday you find something really typical. The first dish are tortellini in chicken meat stock, tortelloni with ricotta spinach inside and outside traditional ragu, tagliatelle with ragu, and mini square. That's a pasta like a tagliatella, cut it into the square, put into the broth with some chicken liver. And that's our very typical from Modena. And for the second dish we have the veal that start to cook at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Baked rabbits and ribs that are made an old style way, cooked in the oven with some wine and some parfums. And the last one are meatballs, like grandma meatballs with some tomatoes.
De la nonna.
Yes, of course. And they are before fried and after put into the tomato.
Amazing.
That's the veal. Start to cook this morning at 7 o'clock. And this is like grandma. Yeah, before meatballs. Fried and after put into the tomato.
Grazie. Oh my God. The veal, oh my God. Just can't believe how soft it is.
This is Lambrusco sorbara.
It's a type of
Yes, there are two kinds of Lambrusco, the sorbara and the graspa rossa. Graspa rossa is more dark and more sweet. This is more clear, similar to rosé. This is more dry. In Italy we call in Modena we call it sgrassaporto. That you have to wash your mouth by the fat of the pig.
Want to try something very
The queen of the kitchen.
Hey. Oh wow.
That's bensone.
Okay.
And that's chocolate cake with creamy mascarpone.
Beautiful.
You have to take this one like a biscuit, put into the wine.
Oh wow. Grazie.
Not a lot of time into the wine.
Mi scusi? Grazie mille. Perfetto tutto il cibo, eh? Grazie, Piacere.
The restaurant is small, so book in advance and you will not be disappointed. After eating, it was time for a stroll and to discover what else makes this city so special.
Today, the Panini Publishing Group are one of the largest employers in Modena, a truly global name. But let's see where it all began. In this very spot in Modena city centre, which the plaque over my right shoulder commemorates, a mother and her 8 sons opened a news kiosk in 1945. That would go on to become the global phenomenon that we know today as the Panini brand. And it's here, just outside the city, at the Panini factory where those famous stickers are made. In the city centre of Modena, you can find this incredible statue of Luciano Pavarotti. It's right beside what used to be known as the Teatro Comunale. It is now named after this legendary man, but that is not where our Pavarotti story ends in Modena. We are going to head out to the countryside and visit the place where this man lived. We are in the sunny Modena, Emilia-Romagna countryside, and as you can see, we are at Casa Museo Pavarotti, the former home of the legendary singer, which is now an incredible and intimate museum. You have to visit this when you're in Modena. There are 4 links to football that you cannot miss when you visit the Casa Museo Luciano Pavarotti. The first is a signed Juventus shirt. Pavarotti was openly a Juventus fan. The second is right here, a ball signed by Pelé, some say the best footballer of all time, a gift to Luciano Pavarotti, and a beautiful photo of both of them. Third, we cannot forget the local team, Modena. There's a signed Modena canary yellow jersey here in Pavarotti's old home. And last but not least, something we can't show you, you're gonna have to visit for yourself, is a Maradona-related piece of memorabilia that still sits in Pavarotti's bedroom where he spent his last days. Check it out, visit Modena with Destination Calcio. Our guide is at destinationcalcio.com. Practical info for Casa Museo Pavarotti. It's a 10-minute taxi from Modena city centre, about 20 euros, and it's 12 euros to enter his former home, but it is worth every penny. It hasn't changed much since he lives here, and it feels really special. So that was the house of the late great Luciano Pavarotti. We're almost done in Modena. We're just going to dart back into town for one last look around. Modena is an amazing place that you have to visit. Of all the non-major cities in Italy, this perhaps has the most out of the lot of them, and a really, really strong football culture, with the added bonus of a stadium just a 10-minute walk out of the city centre. We've hit the big three this weekend, that is Balsamico, Pavarotti and Ferrari. I would also recommend the Hermes restaurant that we had the pleasure of dining at. You must book ahead. I have to give a quick shout out to the hotel I stayed at. It's a little bit out of the centre, but it's only a 10-minute taxi. It's called RMH Raffaello. It's got a gym, it's got buffet breakfast included in a reasonable hotel price. It's got a couple of restaurants. And if you stay on the weekends, usually there are big classic car and Ferrari meetups in the car park, which is very cool and very Modenese. A beautiful connection between Modena city and Calcio is something we can find in a lot of the smaller Italian cities, with respect. And what that means is they're not on the map globally like your Milan, Rome or Naples, but it means the people take a lot of pride in their football team, and when they go to the stadium or watch their team every other weekend and they put their colours on and they go as a family and they spend the day in the city centre and at the football, you can tell it really is a way across Italy and for people visiting like you and me to put their team and their town on the map, and that is another beautiful thing we experienced in Modena. Overall, we've had an amazing weekend and cannot recommend Modena enough.